This is the Doctor, continuing Cyber Knight's Flashpoint. In the last episode, we did the first Rio mission, although it's always the same map with the same layout, so I almost hesitate to call it a Rio mission. But it was certainly more than a tutorial mission. It was a full mission. And we stole a whole bunch of stuff, but we didn't actually get any cash. So when you're doing these missions, there's 3 sources of loot. One is just what the mission pays you. That mission paid nothing, but most missions, your employer will give you some money. The second source, of course, is the lockboxes. So we stole a good number of blueprints and some files, along with some gear. We stole, for example, that assault rifle, this FK-17 Blink assault rifle that we looked at in the end of the last episode. So this is a nice upgrade for Atana here. But we also got loot from hacking that computer and downloading all these files and accounts and so forth. So this is the last major source of loot. These files, they can be used to, you could just sell them outright, but the best way to make money from them is to collect them into sets, mint the sets, and the sets are worth more money. Plus, when you sell them to your contacts, they get some influence boost. Now, that being said, sometimes you'll see duplicates of certain files. So, like, let's just take this debt personnel as an example. If you have a personnel file 6 and a personnel file 7, which I must have in here, right here, and right here, these two are just basic common versions of these files. So I can combine them into a set. So why don't I go ahead and do that? So that will destroy the two like individual files. It's actually kind of hard to tell unless you do the filters. I want to look at created by set. There we go. That personnel. Now it's worth 20k. Bit more money. Plus, whoever I sell it to will get a bit of influence. I might actually want to buff. We'll see. We'll see who I want to buff. I don't know. I need to make that decision just yet. You could sometimes sell the files for favors. Probably don't want to do that too much early game, but later on it could be good. Favors you could use to exchange for certain types of leverages. Plus you can sort of influence when your contacts have a limit break because they have enough influence and they upgrade themselves. You can influence how they want to upgrade themselves through favors. It's quite a cool system. I like the upgrading your merchants in a way through this background process. It's like they have their own things going on and they have their own agendas and so forth, but you can influence it, which I think is just most games, right? The merchants are the merchants, and that's just how it is. This game, the merchants are dynamic, which I think is fantastic. You'll also notice I have this Research Compendium Alpha, but I can't upgrade it because my code storage isn't high enough level. I need to upgrade the code storage so that I can mint files of set 3. And if I were to mint this, you can see the minimum payout is it's worth between 70 and 352k with a predicted value of 128k. Clearly, minting that would make a lot of money. So I want to get that upgrade. The research reports individually, they're not bad, right? They're not bad. What are these ones, by the way? You need 4, 5, and 6. So we got 4, 5, and 6. You know, selling them individually is actually still pretty good. Still worth a good chunk of money. And I might have to sell some of these files individually just to have enough money early game to do stuff. And sometimes, if you have multiple copies of the same thing, like this patient dossier, we don't really need 2 copies of that. Or personnel files, we do not need 4 copies of the first one. So when I need money, I have no problem with ruthlessly, aggressively selling off some of this stuff to, even if it's not strictly optimal in the long run. Money now is almost always better than money later. But the big payoffs where we have an upgrade pretty much available almost right away, and it's a significant boost, that can be worth waiting a little bit to get that little extra bit of cash. And you buff your contacts, you buff their influence. If you just sell the files individually, you do not get any buffs. Then there are accounts. These you just sell. You don't really have to think about it, especially the common ones. The epic and the legendary ones, they can buff influence, so you might consider what to do with those. But the common ones, they have literally no value. They don't do anything. Just sell them right away. There's little flavor texting all of these. So this one, propaganda streamlining capital, funds dedicated to media campaigns influencing public opinions and suppressing unfavorable news. Good to know the corporations are doing that in the future, just like they're doing today. Isn't that nice? Then there are blueprints. So crafting is a mid-game thing, and there is a 0% chance we can do any crafting right now. To do crafting, you do need these blueprints, but by the time we get crafting, we'll almost certainly have better blueprints. So I will probably just sell this stuff off pretty aggressively as well. You don't want to sell off these things, the intrinsic upgrades. These are useful the entire game for crafting. But some of the stuff you can't even sell because nobody wants to buy them. But yeah, some of these real basic ones, like this optics for the Gladiator Optics SX, probably not going to be useful. But with all that being said, I still don't need to sell it like this second. So we can wait a little bit. What else to know? Ah, yes. All these numbers up here, there's a tutorial that explains it. So, team power level, your merc company's underworld renown and infamy representing a single power level. Team power level is unaffected by merc headcount, level, gear, etc. It is a measure only of your accomplishments in your legend. In other words, the only way for this to go up is to do missions. So you don't have to worry about like hiring too many mercenaries or equipping them too well and enemies suddenly become more dangerous. The game doesn't scale based on that. It basically scales on not exactly game time, right? Because you can simp missions, but it scales based on how many missions you did. Now, this team power level in my save actually is too high. I did the Matrix tutorial, and that actually increased the team power level, which it shouldn't have. And I reported it to the developers, and within a few days, they fixed it and released a patch that like fixed it for the future. Of course, it's not going to affect like a current game, and I understand that, like that it's not retroactive. Can't blame them for that. But the speed at which they fixed, in my opinion, a tiny minor issue that you could easily avoid by just like not doing the tutorial. Although I guess it's bad for new players, right? Anyway, they fixed that. So my game will be a little harder because that power level increased significantly more than it should. But we'll see. I'll probably be all right. One thing to note is I think the harder missions, like as your power level increases, you tend to get slightly better loot from the missions and so forth. But you kind of need like better gear to do them effectively. So it's a little bit like Battle Brothers, where having access to the harder stuff can get you better loot. But some of the things, again, like the blueprints, if we get better blueprints, it literally does nothing right now, and it's not helpful. Okay, we should continue on with the tutorial. We have this thing called heat. As we stir trouble in the underworld with the law and the criminals alike, we produce heat. And it has all these effects that I'm not going to read out. The bottom line is high heat makes missions more dangerous, primarily because the security level is escalated. So that doesn't mean you get the escalations right away. It just means the escalations are more dangerous. Also, it has a negative feedback loop, because if you start with high security level, every security level generates 2% heat when you complete a mission. So it like reinforces itself and has a positive or negative feedback loop depending on how you see it, where the more heat you have, the more it increases, which is bad. Conversely, the less heat you have, the easier it will be to keep it down. So you don't want this to get out of control. A lot of time attacks also won't deal with us if the heat is too high. And by too high, it's like 50 or so. So you gotta be very careful with that. Things could just shut down. But then the game will like naturally, since you can't do anything, the heat will naturally go down 1% a day and things will reset. But this meter is perhaps the single most important meter to watch out for. You want to keep heat low if at all possible. Let's see, what else? Headhunters, we're not going to worry about that right now. Nano pollution, this is just kind of like overall station power. Like you just need this to build certain modules, that's all it is. These cubes, the MBS cubes, they're for crafting. We're not going to worry about that right now. United Digitals, money. Okay, yep. Everybody understands money. The barracks, where you have your mercenaries. And this is where you can go to... if you have new recruits, this is where you can go to get them and so forth. The HQ, upgrading that lets you do more building and stuff. And you need to upgrade it to increase power to all your little rooms. And then the cold storage has two main things. One is the thing we talked about, where you can upgrade mint better files. Another thing is it increases this cryostat, allows you to upgrade that more in other rooms, which you'll need for the really advanced rooms. But the last thing about the cold storage is you need to upgrade this once you have crafting to have the maximum number of upgrades for your crafts. But well, we're not going to worry about that for now. The only thing in the early game is minting those files. Okay, and then the face safe house talents. This is a good thing to keep in mind. Your face, of course, your Bradford has a bunch of talents that you can use to buff the squad during the strategic level. I already used that co-conspire to generate a new mission, but they've got some other talents. I'll just hover over them. Care and feeding. You can influence your team members, hype or stress limit break, so when they give positive or negative traits, you can steer them in the direction you want. Efficiency grind, this is once we build some rooms, we'll talk about that. Deal maker, the one that just gives you some more money. This is just a passive one that's always active. Speaking of passive things that are always active, I was going to go ahead and just fully upgrade the deal maker to the this branch here. You get them more money. Once you fully upgrade this branch, it gives plus 25% job payments given by street or syndicate contacts, which is most of our early game contacts, and quite frankly, there will be these types of contacts for the entire game. So plus 25% job payment, that's going to translate to a lot of free money throughout the rest of the campaign. So I'll just do that. Then might as well go through some of these other upgrades. I really want to make marker sites just the best with more crit vulnerability and more evasion. So do that, and then I'll go do something else with Atana. I just needed her to be really, really an effective killer for now. Yeah. Then our Scourge. I think I upgraded Biomimic. It's not anything that like reduces action points is amazing. Reducing the dissolve recharge is of course also amazing. But getting to Venom Trap is also quite good because there's this talent called Nervotoxshell that is a supremely good shotgun talent. I can only have 5 out of 5 talents, but as I level, I'm gonna be able to get more talents, and being able to get this, it's so good. It's an AoE stun. That's why it's so good. Only works with the shotgun, of course, but there are missions where you want to use that shotgun. And I pick up something called Venom Trap. It's a nice little talent. Throws a trap that poisons someone. They lose hit points and move speed. So you do a little passive damage. They don't become alerted. They become suspicious. But it does a little free damage. Pretty good on enemies with high armor. Stayed are hacker. So hackers need to go towards the hacking stuff. And I think I might do the overclock upgrade one more time so it lasts 3 turns, and then I'm gonna start going towards these other talents like Null Op, which is an AoE attack on IC, which is very, very powerful. And then for myself, now I already have Tactical Surge. I can reduce it, reduce the duration. That's probably worth it. It's so good. Then I'm gonna put a point into this tech and crit chance to work towards this other talent called Atomic Stutter, which is a stun, which is also amazing. Once you fully upgrade this, it's like a stun every 2 turns, which is crazy, and it only costs 1 action point. It's like probably the other best talent of the Cyber Knight. Like granting everybody 2 AP, that you can't beat that. But stunning an enemy for free is also really good. Stuns are like easily the best crowd control in this game. Okay, anyway, we've got some events coming up. We could just activate them, like if you start the interaction, you can skip ahead 4 days. But I don't think it actually skipped the days. You just talk to them right away. But I want to skip the days to reduce the heat. So let's just play things out and see how it goes. This is pretty standard early game. All right, upgrading power. Oh yeah, I have the tutorial for that. Yep. So you always need to build power. That's all that tutorial is trying to say. So we'll do that. Okay, build a power cable on each. Now that it's 0 hours, might as well talk to Octane. It's time to talk with Octane and see what she wants. Hey, it's not my favorite call to make, but debts have to be paid. Deductor, let's see what we can learn. Octane, look what the black soup washed up. Hayes, Deductor went into a sterile operating bay at the AUG clinic. He was in swimming in the Boston Harbor. Octane, oh, he took a journey into the black, alright. The Splicer said every new Cyberknight dies on the operating table when they are laying the quantum filaments. It's just a question of whether you come back or not. You wouldn't have been the first. Deductor, I'm standing here, alive and cranky. Your investment didn't die on the table. Octane, I've missed you, Deductor. Can I say that? It feels like it's been a long wait. We were more worried about the Ultratech TAC response team landing on the rooftop. Octane, that was bad timing all around, but your team played it very cool even without you on the board. I'm impressed. Hayes, Ultratech was just a little too late to the draw. Octane, unfortunately, Dr. Ekman was not so quick on his feet. Hayes, the Ultratech TAC team scooped him up? Octane, yes, they did. Sadly, he disappeared into Ultratech sovereign territory. I doubt he will ever re-emerge. Their interrogators won't take long to squeeze the fact that his brother owed a light death to the cartel. But there isn't anything else he can tell them. It was all set up blind. Ultratech won't be a step closer to you or me after their long chat with the good doctor. I'm still wondering why you wanted to talk. Our loan payment isn't up for a while. Octane, I see your priorities are straight. Let's talk money. You chose to be direct, so I will be direct. You owe me a lot of United Digitals. More than you may be able to repay. Hayes, we are... Octane, please, I am not here to threaten you or to try to ratchet up your interest until the debt is unpayable. I called to make you an offer. I have a job for you. I need you to recover something that has been stolen from me. Deductor, we do jobs, we do stolen property. What will you pay? Octane, I will erase your debt entirely, Deductor. Hayes, hold the line, chumbo. Are you saying that you found an impossible to find Cyberknight's computer and loaned us $2 million to install it? All that just so we can do a job for you. Octane, it is a very sensitive matter internal to D Cartel. You'll be going directly against the Syndicate. Recovery is only the first step. The thief is Ghoul, the Syndicate Blade, who won't part easily with my stolen property. But once you have recovered my property, I need a Cyberknight, I need you, to sneak it into a secure data center. Deductor, and if we pull it off, you'll drop the $2 million debt. Octane, recover my lost property, hit a data center, and the 2 million United Digitals are forgiven. Our repayment schedule is 4 payments of $500K every 30 days to a total of $2 million. We knew coming that this schedule might be impossible to keep. Why me specifically? Where did you get this spinal computer? Octane, nano-fabbing one of these things is so illegal, no one even has the blueprints. Hayes, it's a zombie computer, isn't it? Octane, they're all zombie quantum writers at this point, Hayes. So yes, it is. Your spinal implant was recently sliced out of the spine of a dead Cyberknight. Deductor, and who the hell was that? Octane, a knight died on the job. I got the opportunity to inherit the computer and took it. Now it's yours. All the rest are secrets of the D Cartel, and I will not say any more. If we complete these jobs for you, you'll promise to tell us everything you know about my quantum writer. I need to know who this zombie was in before me. That kind of past doesn't just die with the owner. Octane, if you pull out the heist, I will tell you everything I know. It isn't much. Deductor, I need to know, Octane. Alright, we need to see the specs on these jobs, but we'll take your offer. Hey, so this was the plan all along? You never wanted us to pay off the debt. Octane, if you had insisted, I'd take the money and find someone else to do the work. I'm glad you can see the business sense of taking my offer. The Doctor, we're going to need a lot more details before we can promise anything, but we'll look at your jobs. Octane, everything is coming over right now. You know how to contact me if you have any questions. Octane's Haven Smokeout is ready to be planned at our HQ. Additional conversations and options for each job are available. Octane, with that piece of business concluded, I will leave you to your planning. Hayes, well, she has disconnected. Yes, I know about the Haven Smokeout. How many lies do you think we just got fed? Hayes, all the lies, I think. The Doctor, a pack of lies or not, we need to take this offer. Hayes, but that doesn't mean we can't keep sifting through the lies to find the truth. The Doctor agreed. We've accepted Octane's first job to buy ourselves some time to do just that. Hayes, we have only heard Octane's side of the story here. We need our own read on her power plays within the D cartel. So this was all a play to make us do a job? How does that make sense? Hayes, it is so suspicious. It's all too neatly wrapped up to be real. The Doctor, I have a bad feeling about this job. Octane jumped through a lot of hoops to set this up and force us to agree. Hayes, it's stacked against us. We don't have much choice or she will bring the weight of the cartel down on us. The Doctor, we don't know enough. We need more intel. Someone has to go quietly digging into why Octane has gone to such lengths to get a knight under her thumb for this all-important heist. That is a good point. Where did this zombie spinal computer really come from? I'm not surprised that it's a zombie quantum rider. It's been illegal for half a century to nanofab these things. Hayes, but Octane was hiding something important behind the excuse of the cartel's secrets. The Doctor, do you think Octane might know more about the dead knight than she was willing to say? Hayes, absolutely. Maybe she killed a knight to get the rider. Who knows? The Doctor, or the knight died on the very job that Octane is sending us on. Hayes, we need to take Octane's offer, but we don't have to take it blind. Someone better start quietly digging on the previous owner of your new quantum rider. The Doctor, use quantum rider. Zombied, actually. Hayes, new to you at least. Let's just stick with the new Cyberknight's computer, okay? Alright, so now we have new legwork options. I can learn more about the Cyberknight's computer's true origin. If I send Emil to do it, it'll take 6 days. Might get an injury, but that's not really a big deal. Iceman's also pretty good at it. We could also investigate Octane's power plays inside the cartel. Is she leading us into more trouble than we can handle? And this one we can send Hayes to do. It takes 12 days, and that's perfectly fine. If we fail, we get plus 20 heat, but we still learn the secret. I think this one's worth like just sending Hayes to do right away. So, yeah. The Doctor, we need to investigate Octane's power plays inside the D cartel. Is she leading us into more trouble than we can handle? Hayes, neither of us like what we're hearing about this entire deal that Octane has laid out. The 2 million Digiloan was bad enough. This seems worse. The Doctor, it is our best way out of the loan right now, so we're going to stick with it. But we've got to get you working your underground network to look for more options. We need you to be thorough and quiet. We need to know what type of play Octane is planning and who our enemies are. The briefing on the job itself has a lot of extra detail to follow up on about the Syndicate Blade Ghoul. Hayes, I don't like someone else pulling the strings, so if it means we get off Octane's hooks faster, I'm all in. But I'll have to be careful asking around any Syndicate's business. They see Brave Star, undercovers, and rats under every move. We're taking twice the risk to get to the truth behind the story Octane is selling, but it will be worth it. Alright, we could do another legwork. It'll take 6 days, but we can just delay it right now. So I want to look over the world map. Yep, so we're too short on mercs for legwork right now. We need to come back to this soon, but not today. Hayes. We have some time, but if we don't move fast enough, we'll be leveraged into completing Octane's plan without knowing the half of it. An event has been added to our timeline to resume discussing our legwork options with Hayes. Okay, so that just means that we have 10 days before we have to do one of the legworks or just let it go. We also have this Haven Smokeout. It is due in 10 days. And we need money soon. So what I am thinking we could do is we need money to be able to upgrade these rooms. We need to build a nano scrubber, and then a underworld hub will be great because you can use this to boost the legwork chances. In fact, the underworld hub costs 150k, but we could theoretically build it like right away. Oh, this needs the nano scrubbers. So we need a 150k plus 30k for the nano scrubber, 180k. That is a lot of money. And the only possible way we can do that is if we did another heist. Now, I don't know I'm ready to do the Haven Smokeout just yet. It's already a level 5. That's pretty crazy. But it's a fixed mission, like I know what I'm gonna get into. Let's check. The procedurally generated missions tend to be easier. Let's talk to Potato Ghost and see what he has to say. Potato, I need you to play bodyguard and help move one of my couriers safely. You know how it is. I've got critical data I need to move, but I can't trust the network is secure. Of course, you know all about it. This is why Cyber Knights were created in the first place. The Doctor, regular couriers and quants can get the job done these days, but a century ago, that's why the first quantum riders were created. When the Knights were first created, it was to protect the data, but now you need us to protect the meat. Potato, exactly where your team comes in. My courier has the data safely stuffed into their headwear, but needs bodyguards. The Doctor, we might be able to play protector for you. Potato has offered a bodyguard job. We will be paid to protect an important VIP courier moving through a dangerous area. Potato's Charles Retrograde is ready to be planned in Command HQ. So this is a procedurally generated mission. These tend to be significantly easier than the... I shouldn't say significantly, but they do tend to be easier. The nice thing about the power level increases is I think I'm getting more money because of that. So that's good. If we do this, we do get some more money. And that's interesting. This mission has no hacking whatsoever. So there's no point in bringing a hacker. What was that legwork again? I could send Emil, but she can come on a mission. Whereas Iceman, aka Dade, that's his new, that's his, what's it called? Not appearance, or it is under appearance. Rename. It's his code name. Iceman, aka Dade, he is a hacker. And we could just send him on the legwork. He might get injured a little bit, but we're gonna have a underworld hub to be able to buff up the chances. This way, if Dade gets a little injured right now, we have 10 days for him, or well, it'll be 6 days plus. Like, we send him now, he might be a little injured. We want to bring him on this Haven Smokeout, but injuries we can heal. How long does it take to build the, just want to check something. How long does it take to build it? 4 days to build an underworld hub, plus 1 day here, so 5 days. So yeah, this legwork is 6 days. I know Emil would have a better chance, but Emil could do so. It's only a 3% difference. So I am gonna send Dade to do this. Iceman, once you do it, you can't cancel. I couldn't figure out how to cancel a legwork. So it says locking for 6 days. They really mean locking. So you gotta be sure you wanna do this legwork. And injury, by the way, there's a difference between wound and injury. Injury is not so bad. You can heal injuries pretty quick. Wounds are what's really bad. But okay, let's send Iceman out. The Doctor, we need to learn more about my Cyberknight computer's true origin. Iceman, so that thing in your spine was dug out of someone else's spine recently. Hayes, we need to focus on the events before that part. Who was the last knight who owned a quantum rider? The Doctor, how did they die? How did Octane come into ownership of this implant? Iceman, those sound like dangerous questions to ask. I'll get you answers, the Doctor. I know this is very personal for you. Hayes, the story we've been told doesn't hold water. Anything we can do to start putting the puzzle pieces together is worth the risk. We're working every angle that we can. Now it's time to let it work. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on our... this is a true procedurally generated mission. It's a bodyguard mission. I actually find these to be among the easiest missions early game because you get an extra... there's someone you have to guard, but they have a weapon. So you basically have, well, yeah, 4 real characters and 1, character who can do a little bit of damage. So I don't think I need to do any leverages and so forth. We'll bring Emil, our vanguard here. Make sure everybody's weapons are... I'm gonna just want to always put the pistol in the second slot so that it's consistent. So everybody's pistol is silenced. I'm just looking at the noise. Make sure it says 10 meters. Then we have a railcon. That's my regular assault rifle. Our soldier has the upgraded assault rifle. It's a little louder, but it's got armor piercing, so that's great. Yeah, who are we going against? Usually we're going against Los Zagalos. It's another gang, but the gangs don't tend to be as dangerous as the corporations. So every gang has like special troops and special soldiers, but the corporations have like worse of the special troops and whatnot. Oh yeah, I got this armor, Jaguar light suit. What's good about it? Is it literally like 1% more protection? Is that literally it? That's not very impressive. Yeah, that's literally it. It's got 1% more ballistic protection. Really? That's it? Wow. Okay, well, it's still an upgrade, so I'll take it. Is there anything I can equip on like mods and stuff? I don't think so. I think I already did all that. Oh, make sure we have the right items. We got the shock mines, hyper VCAP, bio recycler, first aid kits. We might do a little bio recycling. We'll see. Speaking bio recycler, I think would actually be best on Emil because she is the fastest. Bio recycler gets rid of a body, so that could be nice. But otherwise, we've got lots of shock mines. I don't want to use them on this mission. There are more critical missions, but let's get to it. I know it has been 30 minutes since the start of the episode, so in the future, I'll try to do these episodes where the mission is the start, because that's really the exciting part of this game. Okay, Deductor, we are boots on the ground here. Hayes, meet Jasmine. You're charged for the evening. Keep her close. All our pay hinges on Jasmine's survival. Deductor, but if she goes down, there is a kill switch in her head. It will wipe the quantum headwear memory so it can't fall into the wrong hands. Jasmine, I'm standing right here. Deductor, yeah, I hope you heard that. Don't get shot. We need to safely deliver Jasmine to an extraction point. If she gets injured, it won't cost us, but if Jasmine dies, the mission's a failure. Okay. Ooh, the sec tally goes up like crazy on this mission. I don't like that. There's some loot, but with how crazy high the sec tally is moving, I don't know I want to mess around with trying to get too much of that loot. Let's see what these guys are doing. Okay, that one's going away. All of these guards are going the opposite direction. That is fantastic. Let's just let them... We're gonna delay action and let them do their thing. I could tactical surge, but I kind of want to save it for a more critical turn. I don't know. This turn is like, yeah, I have a better cooldown. You want to use it aggressively, but I don't know right now is the time to be that aggressive. Killing these guards would accomplish nothing, right? Like, sometimes you get like a secondary objective to do it, but there's literally no point. We do get more experience if we complete the mission quick, and experience is not how the game scales. It's based on power. So the more experience, the better. Let's. I want to still try to be careful. Well, I don't think they can. I don't think they should be. Ooh, I saw it. There's that one pixel. Very good. All right, they've got more guards, of course. Don't know where these other guards are gonna do, but I mean, we could just beeline straight for the exit without bothering with this loot. It's not necessarily such a bad idea. Keep the heat low, right? Keep the heat low. Okay, you still get the 240k. You still get all the experience and stuff. Like, nothing wrong with a heist where you don't kill, or it's just a pure stealth mission. Nothing wrong with that. We can obviously get at least one loot box. I don't like this dude on the is this a sniper? Yeah, it's a sniper. I don't like the sniper on the elevation. Obviously that is a problem. We might have to kill that one. I'm not gonna use my talents yet because I don't know when we're gonna do stuff. Okay, Emil, you are super fast. So you dash ahead. Let's see, anticipation. Well, the sniper is probably just gonna stay up there. I kind of want to know where this foot patrol is doing. Okay, so he's staying down there. Interesting. Silence. Okay. Oops. Okay, I'm on the. I'm standing on top of a beam. Oh, I don't actually know I trust that, but. I actually wonder if, like, standing on top of this beam makes it so that I will get spotted despite crouching behind cover. Game can sometimes be a little wonky like that. Alright. I know this dude has a sprint ability, but again, I don't know we need to do that right now. Ooh, camera. I don't like that. We can skirt around the camera, right? Well, not really. Ugh. Oh, that's a problem. Well, we're not getting through this without, like, some security tally increase. This could be a turn for the tactical surge, because I can move up, disable the camera of myself. We have to disable this camera and then move everyone through. We're gonna wait on that dude. Okay, let's see. Emil can also disable cameras, so she can disable this closer camera, but her range is shorter. If I come up here, it's real hard to tell. I think if I go there though, yeah, surely I can disable the camera from here. Then I have to run back, and I don't know. I feel like killing these things or going for this loot. We have to see. I have to see what happens. Like, of course, it would be great to hit all the loot, but I'm just so worried about how quick the security tally is rising. Alright, this is the tactical surge turn. Okay, disable until end of next turn, so we don't actually have that much time. Yeah, there are just like guards everywhere. This is technically not considered cover. Well, this I don't know would actually give me cover against that sniper if it turns around. Let's just, I'll reserve one action point. Just come back to where I was. I know it's standing on the thing, but I might buff myself with a plus initiative talent so I can move quicker. Ooh, yeah, there's that sniper. He's also got cover, I think. Like, if I were to try to shoot it right now, I have some problems. Okay, none of them are actually gonna pop over and... Like, where's Epsilon? Epsilon's all the way over there. So not a threat. Yeah, I mean, I know this loot is tempting. They're all kind of close together, but... It would stir up a hornet's nest. We'll see. We'll see. Delay action. The silence could... Oh. Oh, no. The, Okay, okay. This sniper sees us, so we would actually have to kill it. I was trying to stand up, but... Emil, like, hit herself again. If I try to shoot it, it's got low cover already. We could, of course, debuff it with accuracy. And I bet in between all of us, we could kill it. I could use a lure and just make the sniper look the other way. That way we can get, like, rush through. But then... What do I do? Like, I'm stuck here. Killing that sniper obviously has advantages. It's quite killable. We have plenty of firepower. I kind of like killing it, actually. Just because otherwise it's just going to patrol back and forth and cause all sorts of trouble. And in between, like, 4 mercenaries, we can definitely kill it. Alright, got to use the pistol. This is all-site optimal range, but I don't really see that I have much of a choice here. I'm going to use the Iron Grip ability, get myself a little extra damage. Critical hit. I love it. 66%. It's not a guaranteed hit, but nice, nice. Atana, well done with the silenced pistol. All right, that sniper's dealt with. And wait here. As you can see, there's a way to, like, sneak through the camera. It's dead zone. Maybe not. Maybe not. We need a meal up there. Alright, well, since you can't sneak through this particular dead zone, just... Oh, there's a guard over there, but we can kill that one pretty easily. Okay, you just end your turn now, Jasmine. I don't think I need pre-computer advantage or anything. We're just gonna move. I mean, the game didn't think it's cover, but it awfully looks like cover. Okay, Emil. Let's use your jammer. Get rid of that. Now, if I do silence. Oh, that's what I could have done. Do silence, sneak up, and then grab the loot. Alright, it's okay. We have other ways of grabbing loot. And we should probably clear out the exit first. Got some stuff. Do we get an armor? That's nice. And I do have anticipation. Oh, right. I can't see where... Well, this looks like this should be cover. Don't see any point in anticipation. If he spots us, it's fine. They usually can't attack right away. But maybe I should do it. Nah, I think we'll be fine. We've got some other tricks. So security level is almost certainly gonna rise to at least 1, and that's okay. Everybody else needs to get a move on. Ah! Okay, well, we got spotted. August got spotted by that camera. That's, Emil could have disabled that. Maybe I should have thought about that, but it's okay. Emil can do it soon. That just increases the tally by 1. I'm not so worried about that. I'm more worried that they're going to start dispatching guards from the right, which we've snuck past. That would not be ideal. I don't know where these guards are going. Let's just go up here. Okay. Patrolling about. Okay, that one's standing still. That's fine. That one's going on the elevation. Yeah, the loot is kind of annoying to get to. Another patrolling guard. Let's see. Epsilon, Psycho. Let's get through the gauntlet here. Okay. That Gamma Guard is a little concerning, but we might have to do stuff to attack it. We'll see. Oh, okay. It went off. Ooh, these two are they gonna clump up? That makes them very vulnerable. Huh. Well, I've already been spotted by the camera, so like, whatever. I am thinking we take out these two guards and we may or may not go for the loot. We can decide after we've killed these two guards. Is there any place I can go where... Ooh, the shotgun, yes. That looks like a great position. Okay, well, I don't want to be spotted by the camera for no reason. Meal. Oh. Oh, it's already spotted me. So, I think the game was trying to hide Emil. But I've already been spotted. However, the camera spotted when I was trying to de-stealth myself. Well, we obviously need to, like, go jam it. I should have snuck my way through. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Okay, this will allow everybody else to move. And then we just... Oh, you may be seen. Ah, okay. Gotta sneak by. Oh, this might be the turn to use the sprint, actually, to get into a better position. I am going to do this I want to know where these guards are going. Oh, they're leaving. Even better. But in case I do want to kill them, I could debuff both of them. That seems worth. Who else am I going to attack? Ah, orders received. So one of them. So security, tele, escalated, arming 3 proximity mines. That's fine. Yeah, one of them is alerted. Oh, we have to kill this one. And I don't have a cooldown to deal with it. But maybe this means I go get the loot now. Oh, did they spot the body of the sniper? Actually, I don't want to go get the loot now that there's too many people active. Okay. Obviously, there's a guy right here. That one's... He can't actually see us. We could actually just run away. I mean, he'll hurt us, of course, but I could use like the lure and stuff. We should let this Gamma Guard do its thing. I'll have a there's a mine. That mine's gonna be by far the most annoying thing. In 2 turns, I'll have a jam kit ready to deal with that mine. Otherwise, I have to come over here and shoot the guard. It's not a bad idea. Ah, that stupid mine. And I don't have any more hacking. I might have to upgrade some of my hacking abilities. Because there's a way around it, right? The VIP can take the damage. I mean, it's a strategy. I don't know if it's a good strategy, but I mean, you know, that's probably what I do. If I could keep the security tally to 1, that would really be ideal. Yeah, we only get 1 piece of the loot, but it's fine. We did this mostly for the money. There'll be so many chances for loot. Keeping the security level low, I really value that. Question is, what do we do about this guard, right? What other look ahead is not ready? Is anticipate ready on meal? Yes. I don't have that atomic stutter. This would be the perfect time for a stun. These guards do have low hit points, but they have ability to boost their own evasion. It's very annoying. We could just sneak a little bit, hide people over. Like, hide them this away. This Gamma Guard we might have to kill. But it also, if we can get everybody out, it doesn't matter if they spot us in that turn. So, what if I snuck? Oh, I'll be hurt anyway. We're so close that even sneaking is not good enough. Okay, then there's no reason not to run. The only question is, do we try to kill him, this guard? If we do spend quite a bit of action points. And it'll be pretty loud. A lot of guards will be alerted. Unless they use the pistol, of course. Yeah, there's a lot of guard suspicions and they're gonna run up and cause all sorts of trouble. And I won't even be able to get out next turn. Yeah, if I do the lure, I can get this guard, like I can run everyone out, then I'll do a lure to make this guard look the other way. That seems to me like a good plan. So let's... Yeah, we have to move now, though. Have to move now. I think this should be fine. Oh! Did it see me? Never mind, it's become alerted. That's bad. Maybe I lay down an Overwatch. No, I'm not gonna hit it. Wow, okay, the lure won't work. I might just stun it with a stun mine. Yeah, it's got such insane buffed evasion. I don't really want to use the stun mines right now, but I forgot, yeah, if it saw you, it will become alerted. They can turn when you make the noise. Maybe I should have killed it. But how do I get through all that evasion with my cooldown? Probably shouldn't have used that stuff. Do I have any other tricks? Again, lure won't do anything now. Shock mine would of course do it. It's just those consumables are so valuable. This guy also has pretty good initiative. I mean, the mine is just the easy solution. Maybe we just use the consumable, right? Like, keep this early game missions, try to keep them as easy as possible. Low stress, low injury, all that stuff. Otherwise, if it gets to attack us, it's gonna alert the whole map. Cause all sorts of trouble. And I don't have any of my other talents. I'm just gonna do this. There we go. So this one's gonna be stunned for many turns. I don't have to fight him. I can just run away to my heart's content. I'll let the other guards move. Okay. I could just lure that guard over there so it doesn't even spy on us. That's probably a good idea. And then, next turn I'm going to use a VIP to trigger the mine of all crazy nonsense. Biomimic actually allows you to avoid that mine. But it doesn't disable it for anyone else. Right, Jam Kit and Security Scramble, they're all late. The mine can only like trigger on one person, as you would reasonably like conclude. Meal can go there. I'm not gonna trigger the mine on our own mercenaries, of course. I wonder, can I shoot the this one? 14%? It's not great, but there's no reason not to. Sounds about right. Okay, so we are going to run over. Gonna do a lure. Make you investigate that corner. Then we're gonna hide back here. Might as well try 8%. What's the point? Yeah. Okay. All the guards are gonna freak out now. But it'll be too late. We'll be out. I can make it out, right? Yeah. I'm just gonna go hide myself back here. I don't want any other guards spotting me. Okay. We should let these other two guards go, otherwise they might... Oh, but then... Then I can't use the VIP to trigger the mine. Oh well. Yep. Let's extract. I know it would trigger that one, so the lure didn't quite work, but... Well, it's Gamma. He's very slow. Is there anything else we could do? He'll spot me, and then it might take a shot. I don't like that. Maybe I should have used the lure now. I should have thought about that. I don't want to use a second stun. That really seems wasteful. Let's see what our soldier can do. It still has a debuff, though. I'm not gonna kill it though. Oh, I could overwatch it. That, I think, is the secret. I'm just gonna stand in the open and overwatch. What are my odds? Really bad because he's in hardcover. Well, I would overwatch in such a way that we wouldn't be in hardcover. All the other guards have gone. This is literally the one guard that hasn't moved. It would spot me, and it would cause trouble. Is there... August has a disorient? That could be the solution to my problems? But it does cost an action point? But I think it's better. I think it's better than trying this Overwatch. Even if I angled it right, it's technically also significantly outside the optimal range of this close quarters like assault rifle, so that's another reason why it's just not hitting. Even with debuffed and stuff, it's not worth. Let's extract. Okay, what can I do with Emil? I don't want to get spotted. Again, I think it's the same deal. We just, I might take a hit or two from that dude, but it's okay. Now, it is very important, of course, that I still can escape. Okay, if I come here, I need enough action points afterwards. I'm just curious if I would have to go all the way over there. Maybe this is not even worth it. Maybe I just let it shoot at me a little bit in the open. I'll get a injury perhaps and a little stress, but yeah, increasing the range of abilities is also very powerful. I don't want to alert it. Alerted is bad. I could have hit it myself better. All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna get shot at. It's fine. It might not even attack. Oh, there you go. It didn't even attack. Fantastic. Victory. We killed one sniper. We only got 1 out of the 4 pieces of loot, but that's okay. Deductor. The lost Zagalas were on alert for the courier, but we cleared a path. Potato. I knew my data was in good hands with you, Deductor. Next time I need a bodyguard, I know who I will call. So we still got money and the experience. That's perhaps the most critical thing. We've got the we had to pay our team a little bit of money. We only increased 2 heat. That's another important point. Increased the power level quite a bit on the team, but Potato also got his power level increased. Got a bit of loot. We got 1 armor and 1 weapon mod and a consumable item. We did use up a shock mine. That is a bit unfortunate until we can replenish those things, but for now, it's a good result. Okay. So speaking of that, can I do my atomic... Okay, so if only I had atomic stutter on the last mission. But now I have it, and that will be perfect, so I don't have to use up my shock mines. Got all sorts of other random level ups that I probably will circle back to. We have a Haven Smokeout. We don't have anything else. Let's do a little base building now. So the power supply, when you do a mission, the game always advances 1 day. So now, building a nano scrubber, yep, that's a good idea. And then I am going to build that underworld hub right away. Use up pretty much all our money, 4 days. That's perfect because in 4 days, Iceman will be free. And then we don't have anything else to do for a while. So we just wait and advance the time. Now, none of our other things are available. You don't have to do the training right now. I'm just curious about something. People's hypes are increasing. I love it. No stress. I love it too. Deductor, gather the team. Hey, the news streams are blowing up. This affects us all. The whole dome. Right. Or Emil. She's got a codename now. What is it? Aitana. Whoa, that looks big. Deductor, the UNA, New Boston, and the 5 megacorps who run the dome have ratified a change to the city's charter to add a new megacorps. Hayes, the massive German conglomerate, Warner Braun Global, is coming to town. August, they've been working on that for years, haven't they? Right, I never thought it would really happen. Matsumo sponsored their entry to the dome's economic zone. It's all for their own gain. You know Mats is just using them as a way to harm Ultratech's market share. The report the UNA has published actually has details. It's not a blaze piece by some marketing pod. August. Every shareholder in every megacore is going to be uneasy about this one. Do they think a rare moment of transparency from our government will calm them? Ooh, they're going to flood the biotech market in a good way. August. Biotech and everything medical, but they're going to tempt the milsec and corporate militaries with new offerings too. Hayes. Every megacore makes everything. August. They'll compete with most with Ultratech head-to-head and with Matsumo second. The Doctor. Looks like they are also obligated to take over 30% of the clinics that Ultratech runs for the city's services. That stinks work. Privatized medical services for Grey Card holders. Right. That might be the only thing Ultratech is happy about in the entire deal. Ooh, and some more legwork opportunities. A megacore moving to a new charter city. That operation must be massive. Aitana. They will have to carve out some parts of downtown district as their sovereign territory and bring over their own citizens. The Doctor. And their own military army. They'll only trust New Boston-based security companies as long as they have to. Hayes. Gives me the chills thinking about it. They're going to be so exposed during the transition period. They'll have to rely on local blue card labor and local milsec. Anyone gunning for them is going to have an easy time slipping a bar between their bills for a while. The Doctor. Chills indeed. If I'm reading this right, in the first month, Warner Braun Global can only bring 42 high-ranking citizens and 1,000 strong security force into the UNA. Aitana. Looks like it goes up quickly, but those are some dangerous quotas. I would not want to be that little Warner Braun Global island of 42. Hayes. It shows how valuable tapping into a new charter city and economic zone is for Megacore. Warner Braun Global only operates in 12 zones, including New Berlin, the London Underground, Neo Prague, Algiers, and the Swiss Financial Enclave. August. But they're tapping into the first dome in the UNA. You can't even put a value on that. The Doctor. Warner Braun is spending billions in multiple years to make this happen. Their shareholders are going to be eagerly expecting returns. They must have paid off everyone from here to the top of the dome to make it happen. Hayes. Looking over this high-level report, yes, they did. Warner Braun Global is obligated to buy a ton of property from the other megacore. Aitana, who will sell them only the crappiest spots. And Warner Braun must join the UNA in 3 major joint venture research projects. August. Who are sure to leak their secrets to the highest bidder. And they will foot the bill for the construction of Ward 11. Right. You're kidding. Oh, they got played. The Doctor. That's a big bribe. Okay, we can do some legwork to make contact with an interested power player within the Enclave, but you need Hayes to do it, and Hayes is already on legwork, so we'll delay it for now. We're done with this for now. We can consider the legwork to make a Warner Braun Global collection later. Yep. So that will be in 11 days. Hayes will be done with her current thing in 9 days, so yeah, all works out. And this other making a contact, if we fail, I need to look at it again. Doesn't really have anything bad. It just like forces her to like spend more time doing it, but it's not really that bad. Okay, so we're just gonna advance the timeline some more. So sometimes big events like that can happen. Upgrade cryogenic cooling. Yeah, I do want to do that. Preparing the second room. Yada yada. Build a Simpson trainer. Okay. Upgrade this. This is quite important. I need 60,000. If I upgrade this, I can make a research compendia, sell it for a lot of money. So we need more money to do it. Don't we have a... oops. We have our debt personnel. We can sell this off to Potato. I think that makes sense. Buff Potato's influence above 80%. He can have a limit break. That also makes us a little money. Then I am going to... we should still... yeah, we can sell some of these blueprints I'm never going to use. Like this Sure Shot. We can just make one of these. So I'll sell this to Diego Fluger. And now I have enough to build the code storage. Then I need to 9K to excavate another room. So, didn't we get a item? Like a better armor? Hades Lattice. Oh, +1 initiative. Less protection, but I like the +1 initiative. It's actually really quite good on Cyber Knight. I can now sell off some of our old armor, so I'll just sell off one piece of our old armor. And then I can clean up another room. Then I'm going to use this underworld token to... So once you build a room, like this underworld hub, the way most rooms work is they have tokens, and they generate tokens over a certain number of days, in this case 10 days, and you can spend the tokens on various buffs. So for example, I could buff my legwork chance 10% to all active legwork. That's pretty good. Or I can make them hustle it up, like make it go quicker, but that's not as valuable, I think, as buffing the success chance. As you upgrade the hub, more options become available. You can recruit more mercs, find contacts, and so forth. But we are not going to be able to upgrade for a little bit. Yeah, what I'm going to do is boost the legwork. Boost the legwork again. So now it's 78% and 87%. But I have this thing called efficiency grind. I can generate a token with the Faces talent. So I'll do that, and I'll boost the legwork one more time. So now it's 88 and 97% respectively. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Especially valuable is Haze, the 97%, because I don't want to deal with the +20 heat if that happens. So I'm gonna, again, keep going until we get to the next mission, or at least getting close to the next mission. So I'll advance the timeline some more. Okay, Haze, Iceman has returned in a hurry. Iceman, things were going well for a while, but then I asked one wrong question in the wrong club and they came after me. Managed to learn what we needed to know and still gave them the slip. The Doctor, but you found the trail on my quantum rider. Iceman, I hit the mother lode. The Knight used the codename Burner and you work for Octane. Haze, that lying. The Doctor, so what are the chances that this Knight Burner died on the job Octane is setting up us with? Iceman, that I can't say for sure. Word is that Burner and his entire team got wiped, but nobody knows how. But get this, his sniper is still alive. Somehow dodged out at TPK. The Doctor, where? Get the team ready, we're going now. Iceman, hiding out down in Fenian territory, she's hired some help to watch her 6. We're on the cusp of learning about the secrets of my quantum rider and perhaps pulling back the curtain on some of Octane's lies. A new job, High Street, is ready to be planned in the command HQ. 5 days. So this one is a pure combat, no stealth whatsoever. These can be exceptionally dangerous missions, especially early game. That's why I want to reserve all the possible shock mines. Before we do that, I think we gotta do this Haven Smokeout mission, get some money, because we're probably gonna need to buy some weapons and various other upgrades. Plus, the sooner I do this Haven Smokeout mission, the like in case I do get some injuries and wounds and stuff, I will have at least a few days to recover, and I think that is important. Pure combat team, we would of course bring myself, Aitana, August, and Emil Wright. But yeah, we should do that second. Supposedly they did like make this mission easier. It's pretty hard. It used to be really hard at the beginning, but supposedly it's easier now. And you could potentially get recruit, so that's really good. But this other Haven Smokeout mission, as you can see, we can get quite a bit of money from it. So I feel like we do have to do that one. Just to get the money so I can buy like some better weapons and stuff for the next mission. Anyway, that is enough for now. This episode has been pretty long. But we'll be able to start the next mission on next episode on a mission directly. So thank you for watching. Until next time.